Hey, this is going to be a fairly long video. Over the weekend I asked you guys to post some questions and that you'd like to see answered. So we've had a couple of days of questions. I think there's like 60 total comments now, which is absolutely great. I don't know how many questions and how long this video is going to take, so why don't you settle in and I'll get started. Let's see. First question: do I love you? I love everybody. Actually, that question seemed to come up several times. I don't really understand why, but yeah, you know, I love everybody, man. I don't have any real hate in my heart. There's a handful of people out there who are on the loved less list. You know who you are, but other than them, no, man, I love everybody. So yeah, I love you. That's cool. Things I'd like to do before I die. That's a hard question. I've done a lot of really cool stuff at this point. Things that are possible that I could do, or things that I'd like to live forever, you know, and do everything, I guess. Anything specific on the top of my list? Virtual reality sounds like a lot of fun. I'd like to go into space. I'd like to walk on Mars. You know, I mean, realistically, there's a million things we all want to do before we die. But do I feel like unfulfilled? Is there anything like bugging me? No, not really. The Princess Leia poster in the back, there's like 6 or 7 questions. This is a gift from a friend of mine about a year ago. I don't really talk to her too terribly much, but you know, I mean, we always made the joke, you know, she's a cute little blonde girl and I'm a big old guy, you know, so Jabba the Hutt, brr, 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 you know, it's fun. So anyway, she got me that for Christmas, and I thought it couldn't be more fitting. We always talked about dressing her up in the Slave Leia outfit and walking around town like that, and that's a nice little reminder of what a good friend she was. Do I still play World of Warcraft? Yep, every day. Here's as much information as I'll give you guys, but I won't give you the server or my character name. I play a Prot warrior in a mid-range guild, Alliance side. He's a dwarf, and yeah, you know, I mean, our guild is doing Malagos and the same stuff everybody else really is. 25-man Mali and 10-man Mali, and yeah, pretty much that. And he's pretty reasonably geared, I guess, for the record. Let's see, what came first? The egg and the egg sandwich, or the chicken and the chicken burger? Really? Is that a... what? Is that even a... is that a question? And clearly, I'm sure the egg sandwich came first. You know, I mean, that's just kind of obvious. Because elsewhere, we would have got the chicken. Let's see, not trying to be rude, but are you ever genuinely concerned about my weight? Yeah, oh yeah, I'm very concerned about my weight. I know it's killing me. You know, how could I not be? You know, I've got a doctor. We work together. We talk about my weight loss. He knows that I'm a food addict. He knows that I overeat. And he knows that at this point my metabolism is completely shot to shit. And it's very difficult for me to exercise. We work together. We come up with ways to keep me from gaining any weight. They don't want to put me on any medications because, you know, I'm already at enough heart risk as it is. And we're hoping that we can lose the weight naturally. Eventually, we're talking about bariatric surgery as a possibility. It's not one of my favorite possibilities, but yeah, it's, you know, better than dying. And I'm sure, you know, I mean, probably 5 years, 10 years down the road, if I'm still alive, my health will be in tremendous state of disarray. It's just a natural part of being a big guy, and it's a natural part about being a food addict. It's just what you deal with. Do I have a job? No, I had a small business that I owned personally, web design. I ran for about 15 years. About 2 or 3 years ago, it became difficult to work full time. I lost a fair amount of my client base. Outsourcing really moved a lot of those designers to India, and really what it comes down to at this point is that it's just not an easy way to make money. I still do it a little bit, and I do still make a little bit of money, but luckily I kind of invested smartly, I guess is one way of putting it, so I don't really have to work as hard as I did. And then I get a few odd hours here and there doing, work for a local card shop here in town. I enjoy doing that. Let's see. Who would I go gay for? I've always had a man crush on Tom Hanks, and I don't know why. Maybe him. Hugh Laurie, House, maybe could turn me gay. But he's so manly, That's not. But yeah, Tom Hanks has done enough at this point, from Castaway to Philadelphia to so many amazing movies that that man wanted a blowjob. All right, I'll do it. I'm not saying I'll take anal, but let's see. First of all, I love the new camera. Thank you. I really like the new camera. It was worth $70. I like your complexion much better with this one. I have a terrible complexion, but yeah, it's quite clear. Am I currently seeing anyone, or is there someone that you have thought of seeing? Not really currently seeing anyone. There's someone I get together with every so often, which is nice. But I'm not really in the dating mood. About a year ago, I had a nasty little thing happen, and I don't know, just the idea of dating is at the top of my list. And it's, funny, a lot of people think, well, you don't have the chance to date. No, I actually do fairly well. I meet a lot of girls, and, girls respond to me. Obviously, not every girl wants to climb Mount Boogie. I'm aware of that. But enough do. And I'm not really looking right now. And it does take active looking for me to meet somebody. There's one girl I cam with all the time, which is fun, and then there's one girl I'm seeing sort of every once in a while. But yeah, other than that, no. Is there someone that I thought of seeing? If Angelina Jolie's available and she's into the fatties, hey, call me. Hey, Jake, call me. Brad ain't got much on me, I tell you. Let's see, what's my day job anyway? Like I said, right now I'm not really working too terribly much or too terribly hard. So I mess around a lot. Do I like mudkips? I love mudkips. They my favorite Pokemon. I has a shiny mudkip that has bubble beam and doesn't afraid of nothing. Doesn't afraid of anything. Sorry. Do I have any skills with musical instruments? Yeah, I used to be a drummer in high school, and I drum on Rock Band, and I was all right. But it wasn't great. And then, I played the tuba in high school, but that doesn't take much skill either. So, no, not really. I wish I did. I always wanted to learn to play the guitar. But these fat fingers. Yeah. Let's see, do I have Xfire? I don't know what Xfire is. I think it's some computer app. Do I play any games on my computer? I play World of Warcraft. I play Left 4 Dead. I've got Steam, and I like to download games through it, but I haven't really done much. And I'm between computers right now. I'm actually using my roommate's old computer. I've got a new computer on the way. How much do I weigh exactly? As of this morning, I weigh myself every morning, and I weighed 532 pounds on my scale. My scale always weighs statistically a little heavy, so realistically, you could probably say 525. Yeah, pretty heavy. Is 9486555 a prime number? Yes or no? I don't. Is it safe? No, it's dangerous, my friend. Don't go alone. Here, take this. Am I right? Do I have any pets? I haven't had any pets since I was a kid. My family had a lot of pets, but taking care of a pet is annoying. I love cats, but I don't want to clean a fucking litter box. I love dogs. I don't want to walk them. I don't want to clean up their poo paper. The last dog I had was with a girlfriend of mine about 2 years ago, and when she moved out, 3 years ago, when she moved out, she took the dog with her, and I was happy to see it go, honestly. What music do you like? And have I heard of Rush? I think I've heard of Rush, and I can't think of any of their songs right off the top of my head, so I guess they're not amazing, but I listen to anything and everything. There's two types of people, I think, really, that listen to music, or I guess you can lump them into two sums. One is the people that listen for the music, the beat, the instruments, blah, blah, blah. And then there's people like me, and I like to listen mostly for the lyrics. The lyrics are all important to me, because music is poetry. And so I listen to some country, I listen to some rap, I listen to some jazz, I listen to some blues, I listen to even some, R&B and some pop rock. So anything. If I had to pick a favorite band right now, I really like Cake, who I'm going to go see actually next month here in Fayetteville, which is going to be pretty exciting. What is my opinion on Lord of the Rings Online? I tried the demo, didn't care for it. I prefer WoW, mostly because there's more people playing it. And I play games like that to be social more than to just play the game. Gary's Mod, don't know what it is. Counter-Strike, Source. Counter-Strike's fun. I like shooters, but right now the only shooter I'm playing is Left 4 Dead. I haven't played Counter-Strike in ages. Half-Life 2 and its continued series. Enjoy the storyline, who doesn't. Portal was amazing and was way too short. There should have been about 4 times as much Portal as there was. Team Fortress, never really played much of it. Played a little bit of it on the orange box, the Team Fortress 2, and yeah, it was fun. Have I lost weight? Yes and no. I mean, I'm constantly in flux. I'm gaining and losing, gaining and losing, gaining and losing. And I'll go anywhere between like 490 to 530 pounds. The biggest I've ever been was right under the cusp of 600 pounds, and so theoretically, yes, I've lost 50 pounds from my absolute largest, and have stayed 50 pounds under that, thank goodness. But not recently. I actually gained a little bit recently, probably over the past 3 months. Where do I work? I've answered that. Is there anything specific you would like to accomplish in my life? Yeah, I mean, I think I've got a fair chunk of wisdom at this point and a fair chunk of life figured out. And boy, if I could share that with people and help people, I mean, some of you who've seen my previous videos know that I think that life is pretty fucking hard, and it can be hard for a lot of people. And anything that I can do to make things easier, either by giving advice or helping somebody out individually, or just generally spreading my wisdom on YouTube, or acting like a fucking moron and giving people something to laugh about, or even these trolls who just want to come here and scream, man. If that makes their day a little better, I'm accomplishing it. I like to do that on an individual level with my family and my friends, and that makes me happy. But at the same time, I really like doing it here on YouTube. I mean, I guess probably all the other same goals. Who wouldn't want to be rich and famous? Hey, that's exciting, but it's not my primary goal by any definition. Yeah, I think what I want to accomplish, I'm accomplishing it a little bit with this video, and that makes me really happy. What are some of my other hobbies from World of Warcraft and Magic? Boy, I really don't have any. I love the game, and I love to play any game, board games, computer games, collectible card games, games in my head, word games. I don't care. I love the game. I love to occupy my brain and figure stuff out. Aside from that, I'm not real crafty or. That's it. I play a lot of Magic, play a lot of games. I like the game, and I'm so obsessed with that I really don't make room for much else. You can probably tell from the state of my room I don't even really clean very much. Magic related questions. What's my favorite card? Ooh, boy, it's a hard question. Hand the Turok is right near the top of my list, and I love to play it, but I don't like to have it played on me. Dark Ritual, you know what I'm talking about? If I had to pick an all-time favorite card, it's a very simple one, and I'd have to say Paladin and Vec is just so flavorful. It exemplifies the card. It costs 3 mana. It's a knight. It's a creature, which is what, in my mind, Magic's about. It's just an amazing card, and it just says Magic to me. What's your least favorite card? One with nothing? I mean, just bad cards are just bad cards. But if I had to pick a card I hated, absolutely despised, it'd be probably a tie between Gloom and Karma, just because of how bad they screw you over. What's my favorite format? I really almost exclusively play limited. I absolutely adore limited. I've got a 1900 limited rating. Limited. But I do like standard, you know. But I don't care for extended or any of the legacy stuff at all, really. That's my favorite deck. Anytime black and white can get together, that's my favorite deck. So my favorite deck in the current format right now would be black-white tokens. I love Gerard's Verdict and Angel of Desolation and things that just black and white. Those are I just love that color combination. So that's anytime I'm building a deck, that's what I want to build. What are my top 10 favorite movies? Off the top of my head, Fight Club comes to the top of mind. The first Matrix, not the other couple. The Princess Bride. Geez, boy, that's a hard question, isn't it? My favorite albums, just about anything by Weird Al and Cake are amazing. Nirvana's first album was fairly exciting. The Bloodhound Gang, One Fierce Beer Coaster, man, I always laugh listening to that. My favorite books, the Dark Tower series by Stephen King is absolutely at the top of my list. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series by Douglas Adams, the Sword of Truth series by Terry Goodkind, just about anything by Kurt Vonnegut. I do read a lot, and I love to read. I don't make as much time for it as I wish I should. This Star Trek is in my top 10, ranked them from best to worst. You know, I'm not a big Star Trek fan. I like The Next Generation, and boy, but I'm certainly no fanboy. That's all for now. Okay, yeah, all right, that's all for now. Not for me, but for him. Do you believe that there's anyone in your life that could die, or anything at all in your life be taken away, that would seemingly crush your will and love of life? Wow, that's a really deep question. I have a roommate who's been my friend for 14 years. And even though we have not always been close, if I lost him, I don't know what I would do, really. You know, I don't want my mother or my brother or my sister to die. Those are really important people to me, you know. And but, you know, we all die. But I guess I kind of always assumed that my roommate would always be there, you know. And well, I'd really hate to see him go, you know. He's been the best friend a person could think of, really, for 14 years. So yeah, would it crush my will to live? Well, I mean, I only have one life, though. You know, you got to make the best of it, and if that's what life has in store, you make do. So I would go on. You know, you have to. So no, I don't think there's anything that would destroy my will to live. I'm always going to want to live, because the alternative is death. Do you think the world would be better without religion? I've actually had this discussion recently, and I think religion has been sociologically an important part of the formation of modern-day society, and that without religion, it might have been even difficult for us to stop clubbing each other over the head with clubs and sticks during the Stone Age. So religion is important and has its place. I think modern-day religion needs an overhaul, and I know that many of you people feel that way. But without religion altogether, I don't know the state of the world. I can't even imagine. And I'm certainly not religious, but boy, it's just such a bizarre change, because religion is humanity and humanity is religion. Even though I do believe that most religions, all religions, are primarily wrong and used to control each other, I can't imagine. It's like saying, imagine would the world be better without hair? I don't know. We all have hair. It's just, that's how we go. No, I think that obese people are insecure about their weight should let loose those feelings and be happy for who they are. Yeah, dude. Just be who you want to be. If you're a big guy and you want to be happy, be happy. You're fat. That's life. You know, try to lose the weight, try to be healthy, that's fine, but accept who you are. That's what I've done, and that's just not for fat people, but it's for skinny people, or tall people, or short people, or your breasts are too big, or your breasts are too small, or you feel you feel like you don't fit in, or you do fit in, or you fit in too well, or you only fit in a small box. I don't care. It doesn't matter. You are who you are. You have one life. Love it. You don't have a choice. It's not that or waste it. What are my thoughts on the Xbox 360? Very good. The Wii, it's a child's toy. And the PS3, console wars. Oh yeah, I guess the console wars altogether. Who cares? I mean, ideally, if I had the money, I'd buy them all and have them all. Why not? And if I have to pick one, well, I pick the Xbox 360 because I got a really good deal on it. I want to play all games, basically. Do I feel strong about one way or the other? No, that's kind of silly. Am I excited for Hello Kitty Online? Brubs, as long as you play with me, darling, I promise you, I'm excited. Does it hurt when I pee? Ugh. Sometimes. Is that normal? Actually, it only hurts when I pee on your mother. How much do I really weigh? I covered it at 530 pounds. What's your favorite type of class on any MMORPG? I love to be the tank. I want to get hit in the face by the monsters. I think it makes you the star of the show. I want to be survivable. I want to be tough and big and strong, or small and strong is also funny. Gnome Warriors is hilarious. And, I want to be tough. I'm sure there's some psychological thing people are analyzing about that, but that's okay. Why do men have nipples? Why do women have nipples? Nipples, they're there, man, I don't know. Ask Jesus, or God, or Allah, or Muhammad, or Buddha. Whoever, man, ask whoever it is you think designed the human race, and get back to me when you get the answer. Also, if Jesus is talking to you, bad news. You're batshit crazy. Boogie, how long have we known each other, buddy? Oh, dude, we've been friends for years, Metalhead Bard. You know that. I love you, dude. What was the worst day of my life? Oh, there's been so many choices. To narrow it down to one, I can't imagine. I once leapt out of a moving car to keep a loved one from clawing one of my eyeballs out. That was pretty bad. The day I left the love of my life to come to Arkansas, it sucked pretty bad. The day I buried my dad, yeah, that was pretty bad too. I don't really want to pick one. What was the best day of my life? Probably the day I met Danielle. I'd just joined this pre-collegiate program called Upward Bound, Southwest Virginia. I made a bunch of new friends already that day, and I met the love of my life. It was actually really sweet of her. She was really gorgeous. We got along immediately and found out we'd known each other for a long time. And so, yeah, that probably was a really amazing day. Am I level 80? Yeah. Raid progression, like I said, we're killing Malagos. How old am I? I'm 34. Do I live in America? I live in Arkansas, right near the Walmart home office headquarters. Do I live in my own house, or does it belong to my mom? I live in an apartment, which I rent with a roommate. It's a little 2-bedroom, 2-bath deal. I mean, my room's pretty big. I got a bathroom to myself. We share a kitchen. But it's nice. I don't live with my mother, nor do I hope to ever live with my mother again. Please, God, no. If I was 34 and lived with my mother, I would be a little sad about it. And I mean, there's people out there that have to do that. Just, I don't have to. Let's see, you didn't look at your camera. I'm looking at my camera. I'm looking at your camera. There you go. So, what made me decide to start doing videos? I like to show off. I like to make the world see me. You know, oh, yeah, hey, that guy's really fat, but he's funny. Oh, hey, that guy's really fat, but he's really smart. Oh, hey, that guy's really fat, but he's cool. And, you know, anything that blurs the line between, you know, what people think and what people know, makes me happy. Plus, I just like to show off. I like to be funny, you know. I make videos not just to please other people, but really to please myself. I'd be doing this even if I didn't have a nice place like YouTube to post it. I'd probably record it for myself sometimes. Well, it wouldn't be as awesome as this, but yeah, I don't know. I like to perform. It's nice to have an audience, and I appreciate that of you guys. Why do I sometimes not have sheets on my bed? Why do you sometimes not have sheets on your bed? I do laundry, and sometimes I get lazy about putting them back on there, so I'll sleep a couple of nights. I don't think they're on there now. Yeah, they're not on there now. They're actually, well, in the clean clothes behind me. You want to come put them on for me? Because I'm lazy. I'm going to share my cheese balls. Actually, I'm sharing with my roommate. I actually made him take them away from me because once they were next to the computer, I ate about a quarter of the thing in like a week, and I thought I was going to kill myself on them. So I told him to take them to his room. Horde or Alliance? Alliance. I prefer Horde sometimes, but I really come to like the Alliance. But I'll play either side. I really like the Undead a lot. And I have an Undead Warrior, it's like 70, and then I have a Dwarf Paladin, or Dwarf Warrior who's 80. So, do I watch porn? Doesn't everybody? Really? Occasionally, you know, I mean, I don't like have any major memberships to any adult sites or anything, but, you know. What a weird question. Do you breathe? Yeah, I'm a dude. Dudes watch porn. It's what we do. I have internet access. Come on, man. Are you a homosexual? No. What's the story behind the poster in the background? Like I said, it was a gift from a friend. And yeah, I'm definitely straight. And you know, I mean, in like high school, I kissed a guy once, and it did nothing for me. And yeah, I've been like naked in the room with guys before. You know, having like sex with you know, the same girl, for example. And you know, I never once did I look at him instead of her. So yeah, just chicks only. Sorry, just doesn't do anything for me. And it doesn't, you know, is top ramen gooder than hell? You know, when I was first moved out of my house in Virginia, moved to Arkansas. I lived with my brother, and then after living with my brother for a little while, I ended up homeless, basically. I didn't want to live with him anymore. I didn't really have much else where to go. My roommate now, he ended up taking me in, and then we ended up getting an apartment together. And, you know, I was, like, working part-time, and I didn't make much money, so what I ate was top ramen, pretty much every day, like 2 or 3 times a day. And, like, sometimes I would fry a couple eggs, and sometimes I'd have toast, but pretty much it was top ramen all the time. And I never want to eat it again, ever, never again, never, ever. For, like, a year, I ate every day. Never again. Not if there is a God in heaven. And there may not be, but I still don't fucking want to eat it. Who or what is my ideal woman? Well, I don't know any off the top of my head, but I like racially mixed girls. You know, Latino, Mexican, kind of Puerto Rican, African American, mulatto mixes. You know, I would want her to be skinny, 5'5", 120 pounds. Nice breasts, brilliant, sharp mind, gamer, and logical. I mean, you know, a lot of people, I think, really, we can probably agree, believe that men think more than they feel, and women feel more than they think. I would like to meet a chick that thinks as much as she feels, kind of like I do. Though I probably feel more than I think sometimes. But and if she's a gamer, that's fantastic. You know, if I can play WoW with her, raid with her, compete on loot with her, you know, go play Magic with her, that's amazing. You know, she's my dream girl at that point. Do I like pickles in burgers? I love pickles and burgers and out of burgers anywhere, man. It's a weird ass question. I'm gonna make a list for you, Boogie. Not expecting to answer it all. Well, fuck you. I'm answering it all. And you want to fight about it? We will. What's my typical day consist of? What does Boogie do when he ain't entertaining us on the internet? I wake up. I take a shower. Take care of, the same needs you guys take care of. Fix some breakfast. Or lunch, depending on how late I get up in the day. Because I do sleep days and work nights. I don't know if you guys know that about me. But yeah, I'm up all night and I sleep all day, as a general rule. Depending on the day, I'll either go take care of some errands or I'll go hang out with a friend. Generally my roommate, he sleeps days as well. He'll get out of bed. We'll have a meal together. We'll hang out for a while. We might watch a show. And then, depending on the day of the week, I'll head down to the card shop and either work a little bit there or play Magic. On the weekends, I, go to friends' houses, go grab a meal with a friend, and occasionally, if I have work to do, I'll do a little work here on the web. But that's really it. It's boring, I guess. So yeah, short version, hang out with friends, do a little work, wake, sleep, eat. Yeah. Isn't that what everybody does? Yeah, pretty sure it is. So same thing as you, I guess. What were my childhood ambitions? That's a really good question. What were my childhood ambitions? My childhood sucked. We grew up very poor. My mom was crazy. My dad was an alcoholic. So if I had a career aspiration, I think it was to be an astronaut, maybe. And one time I thought I was supposed to be a preacher. I just didn't believe in religion. Then I wanted to be an actor. Then I wanted to be a stand-up comedian. And then I also wanted to be a writer. And I write. And I do stand-up comedy for you guys. And I act for you guys. So I guess I win. But mostly what I wanted as a kid was to be safe. I didn't have that. I wanted to feel safe, have my own home, have my own place to sleep, food in my stomach, friends, all those things I grew up without. I have them. So I win. I win life. Can you say that? Because I can. What personality aspect in a person do I value most? Well, that changes when you ask. We'll ask that question at any point in somebody's life. Probably the most important aspect right now would be loyalty for me. I want to know somebody will be there for me when the shit hits the fan. Would do something for me or would sacrifice things for me or give something up. After this last summer, I, found out that some of the people I thought were my friends, weren't. Hey, and that's okay. But I guess probably now when I'm picking a person or picking a friend, the one thing I want to know is that this person will always have my back, even if I fuck up. They'll back me up, And so I pick my friends very carefully these days. And I wish I had all along, to be frank. What is the most valuable lesson you've learned in your life? There's a tie. Probably the first is that life goes on. No matter what you're going through, no matter what you're doing, no matter what you're suffering, life goes on. No matter how much you may wish it would end, life goes on. It goes on right up to the very end of it, whenever that happens to be for you. Hopefully not too long for anybody, but hopefully quite a time for anybody. But yeah, life goes on, man. So no matter what you're dealing with, it'll pass. All things do, even the good ones. That and the other rule was fake it till you make it. Obviously I suffered from depression. That's one of the ways you get so big. And the way you beat depression if you can. I mean, some people can't. Clinical depression's hard to beat, but when you can, fake it until you make it. Oh, you're miserable? Pretend you're not. You're sad? Pretend you're not. Pretend you're happy. Do you want to be happy? Do you want to be famous? Do you want to be liked? Do you want to be likable? What do you want in life? Be it. Pretend to be it if you're not. And one day, you wake up and you realize, man, I've wanted to be likable my whole life, and now I'm pretending to be likable. I do the things that a likable person would do. Holy shit, now I'm likable. I want to be happy, and I'm not, so I will pretend to be happy while I'm working on making myself happy. And guess what? Now I'm happy. I learned that in psychology class. I learned it from a counselor when I was 16. Learned it from Alcoholics Anonymous, or Al-Anon, when I was 16. And it stuck. I mean, it makes perfect sense if you think about it. So whatever you want, be that person. And if you're not that person, pretend to be that person. And you become that person. Simple. Have you always had an interest in entertainment? What motivated you to do what you do? I've always had an interest in entertainment. You know, I would love to have been the leading man in you know, pretty much any famous movie. It would have been cool to be Leonardo DiCaprio, but you know, I'm not. I'm not even Seth Rogen. I'm not even John Candy. You know, I'm just some fat guy, and it's hard to get leading roles. You know, I never went to Hollywood because I didn't think I would make it, and that's okay. You know, I'm doing this here, and this is fun. It works. Passes the time. How's the pie? So good. That's a weird question, though. Did you know I was going to quote Spider-Man? What place would I want to visit before I die? Mars would be really nice. I'll settle for the moon. How about a distant galaxy or universe? And if I have to pick a place here on Earth, the inside of Angelina Jolie. No, just kidding. The inside of Rosario Dawson, though. Would I rather burn to death or drown? How about neither, dude? Come on. I mean, if I have to pick one, like if I'm going to die. I don't think I can drown. Look at me, dude. I float. I mean, I would have to, like, choose to drown, like, just put my face in 2 feet of water, you know? So I guess it's going to have to be burned. And then I would just, like, turn into, like, a oil, you know, like, rendered fat. Ugh. And yeah, greets from Sweden. Well, congratulations, Sweden. You asked the creepiest question so far. What does luck mean to me? Nothing. You know, I mean, I guess to a point, luck is... Greetings from Norway, though. All right, let me think about it. What do I think luck means? What is luck? Luck is an excuse. You know, things happen. And, you know, I guess you can say that if a lot of good things happen to somebody, they're lucky, and if a lot of bad things happen to somebody, they're unlucky. And I guess a tangible form of the word luck would be, you know, the pattern. You know, my friend Jason is unlucky because unlucky things happen to him. But I think it's just a thing that, you know, things just happen. So luck is not a tangible force in the universe, so therefore it's superstition. Period. Would I rather be buried or cremated? You know, fat guys don't get cremated very well. In fact, there was a story a few years ago where a 400-pound guy got cremated, and the running liquefied fat caused the crematorium to burn down. So probably they're going to bury me. But it doesn't matter to me. I'm dead, so I'm dead. It won't matter to me because it can't matter to me because I'm fucking dead. No problem. Do I believe in God? Well, you capitalize the word God, so do I believe in your God? Probably not. Do I believe there could be a God? Why not? What is my honest opinion on British people? They're cool. I don't know. I like the accent. And I like the people, you know, so 2 for 2. I wish there wasn't the rivalry between Americans and British and British and Americans, but it's there, you know. I don't take a side, nor do I care to. If there was one WWE wrestler I could fight, who would it be? Andre the Giant. The man was a genius. He was amazing. He was an amazing wrestler. He was just a good person. So if I could hang out, I don't want to beat him up. I more want to hang out with him. But yeah, Andre the Giant, man, that guy was amazing. And if I have to fight him in order to get to like hang out with him later, he can kick the hell out of me. The pickled unicorns in China sell blueberries to the stoner kittens that eat Jew burgers for Horde's Dookie Hut. Maybe. Do I like my new president? Why not? No. He's another puppet. You know, I voted for him, but I mostly voted against McCain. But either way, it's just another guy in the office that is gonna screw me. Who taught me magic? Actually, believe it or not, I taught myself, and therefore pretty much taught everybody in my neighborhood. I found out about it in a magazine called Three Trolls Magazine, which was being published by a distributor way back when, and I got a hold of it, and there was an article on magic, and I bought a deck, and I sat down, and I taught myself how to play it, taught my friends, and then I found out other people in the area were playing it. We had a great time, and I've been playing ever since. My first starter deck was a starter deck of Unlimited. My first booster pack was a booster pack of Antiquities. Do I masturbate often? A couple times a week. Don't we all? We're humans. Gotta clean the pipes, right? Do I enjoy my life? And if I do not, why? Yeah, I have good friends. My needs are met. And overall, it's good. The reason I don't is I do have a lot of bad memories I wish I could get rid of. I'd like to lose some of the weight and be healthier. And I wish my life didn't have to end. At the same time, I wish nobody's life had to end. So I enjoy my life because it's my life, and that's it. Either I enjoy it or I don't. So I'm going to. What size pants do I wear? Okay, well, look, I don't even really respect your questions when you misspell that bad, but I wear very large pants. Where do I buy my clothes? KingSizeDirect.com, actually. They have a lot of really, really nice stuff for people my size. There are other options, but I tend to wear things from them. And I tend to buy pretty much the biggest clothes they have. They have some stuff that's way too big for me, actually, but why don't I shave that ugly goatee? I actually like my goatee. I've had it for about 10 years. I shaved it occasionally, and you can see that in my videos. I don't like the way I look without it. And if you don't like the way I look without it, or with it, who cares? Sorry. I'm not here for you. I'm here for me. Sorry. How can you grow facial hair like yours? Get lucky. And I can barely grow a mustache. I don't know why. My dad had a really nice thick one. And then if you need to know how to shave a goatee, well, there's the internet. Do I own Xbox Live? Yeah, but I don't really get on my Xbox much anymore. Do I love you? I love you. Let's hang out. And you love me. That's not a question, but thank you. What level is my WoW character? Again, 80. How far into Malaga? We're killing Malagos. What do I do for a living? We've covered that. Do you like Jesus or Catholics? From the way your eyes look, you're Catholic. But in this day and age, you never know. Do I like Jesus? I like the Jesus story, and I think it's a very interesting story, and I think there's a lot to be learned from the Jesus story. And, I believe he's the Son of God. Not really. Do I believe he even existed? I don't know. But I do know that the idea of just being nice to each other is really a good idea, and, I think the story has a lot to teach people, whether it's true or not. And I think we should spend less time debating whether or not it's true and more time learning from it. But whatever. Do I like Catholics? I don't really like to judge anybody based on their belief structure, because the things I believe are no more or no less valid than what anybody else believes, because we can't know in the story. Do I like the Catholic Church and the system they have in place? Not really. Do I like Catholic people, who choose to worship in that religion? Why not? You do whatever it is that makes your life better, more comfortable. You believe what you believe. and I'm not going to poke fingers at anybody. And true Catholics, the people who truly believe in the Word of Christ, if I ever met one, and lived their lives by the Word of Christ, I really like that guy, I bet. And I'm agnostic, not atheist. Agnostic. I just don't know. I can't know. I believe in a God, but not a particular God. So there you go. To describe my first sexual experience, well, YouTube. I guess you really want to know? Okay. I don't know which to include. I got my first hand job when I was 15. I had sex that year after my junior prom with the love of my life. And it was nice. End of story. Well, I guess maybe that's not exactly how it happened, but that's pretty much it. I don't want to get into too terribly much detail. I had sex with her in a car. That was later. And nice. Cute little African-American girl. 5'4", 120 pounds. Beautiful body, amazing breasts. Beautiful smile. Smart as a tack. And a gamer. Yeah, it was nice. It was really nice. What exactly happened to my leg that made me... Oh, hey, this is for my friend Greg. Hey, Greg, what exactly happened in your leg that made you unable to completely function correctly without pain for a while? When I was in high school, I took a tumble, and that tumble caused my leg to get split open. And when my leg got split open, I did a lot of damage to the veins and the nerves and the lymph system, and it took like 40 stitches to put it together again. And my doctor told me later in life, you're going to have a lot of trouble with that leg. Well, fast forward close to 10 years later, I end up getting into swelling in the leg because the blood circulation is not good enough. Partially because I'm a big guy, partially because of the damage I'd done. The right leg, generally fine, but that leg, fucked. So then it gets infected. I go to the doctor over and over. It turns out it's lymphedema, which you can Google and read about a little bit. But ultimately, the lymph node in that leg had died. The lymph in my body was unable to get out. The bloodstream was unable to handle it. The infection made it worse. The infection nearly killed me, and it made the legs situation even worse. Killed a lot of the lymph nodes in my lower part of my body, and then ultimately it comes down to blood and lymph do not circulate well within inside me anymore. At least in the leg region. They were fine everywhere else in the other extremities, but legs screwed. It reoccurs. It comes back from time to time, and it sucks. Give us an honest rundown of what I typically eat each day. Let's see. I'll give you a typical rundown of what I ate yesterday. Yesterday morning I got up. I had a glass of soda, and a handful of nuts. Just literally like 5 or 6 nuts. Then my friend Jason came by. Me and him and my roommate went out to have fajitas for dinner at a place called La Puerta, where I ate far too much. Like 6 total wrapped up burrito thingies. And then late that night, we came home. I made brownies for me and my roommate, and I had one of those brownies, and then I had a lasagna with some, like a small square of lasagna with some garlic toast that me and my roommate fixed for dinner, and that was about it. And that's not too far from a typical day. Small breakfast, big dinner, snack in between. But I target 2,000, 2,500 calories. Some days I'll go as high as 3,000. In reality, if I wanted to lose weight, I would target more like 1,500 because 2,000. Whereas if you go plug it into one of these calorie calculators, doesn't work out. Though, how can you be that big? You would need 4,700 calories a day. But my metabolism at this point is pretty much shut down, according to my doctor. And if I overeat, I'm going to gain a lot. And if I eat like a normal person does, due to the inactivity, due to the difficulty in exercises, and due to the fact that my metabolism is screwed up, I'm going to stay the same size I am. So that's a frustrating situation. Let's see, where is that? What is my favorite food and how much of it do you eat daily? Well, my favorite food actually is lasagna, and I only have it very rarely, but boy do I love it. I do like a good meatloaf. I love Italian food, just pretty much anything Italian, and I don't eat it that often, unfortunately. How big was the first girl I had sex with? Like I said earlier, 5'4", 120 pounds, which is my preferred size. I don't really like big girls, and I've only ever really been with one big girl, and it wasn't bad, but there are a lot of things you have to get used to. Getting situated was difficult during the act, and I don't know, I mean, chubby girls I don't mind, you know, I like chubby girls, but big, and it's not attractive to me, unfortunately. I mean, you know, I don't really find my own fat very attractive, so I'm not going to find it in somebody else attractive. What is my opinion on manga? I don't really read it. I do like some anime. If I like it, what do I read? Nothing really. Sorry. How massive are my shirts? About this big. You know, I mean, if I wanted to fit comfortably, I get them pretty big. This one's oversized. I think it's a 5X. Do you like the Resident Evil series? I actually love it, but have not played very much of it, unfortunately. Can I do a backflip? No, but I can do a barrel roll. And I'm not telling you who my main is or what my server is. And I've ever tried, although you are fine with it, to lower your weight. Yeah, and I'm always working to lose weight. As crazy as that probably sounds to you. Oh boy, God, what is this video, like 30 minutes long? Well, that's it. So that's my first Q&A. So I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for the questions. I'll keep them coming. For those of you who have made it to the end of the video, I've got a little surprise for you. Come here. That's my gift to you for making it to the. I knew I was going to need something to drink. I knew that. So if you have any more questions, post them here. Next time I post a video, or next time I post one of these Q&As, I'll make sure to answer them. And thanks for listening.